I built an AI caller that calls all of our clients' leads 24/7, 365. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how you can build out an AI caller like this to deliver for your own clients and charge them a few $1,000s for it. This is the same exact system that has replaced my $20,000 a month call center that I used to run traditionally to have people manually calling all of my clients' leads. The future is here, and let's dive in. The first step we need to do is choosing the right AI voice agent software. Right now, there's a couple in the marketplace: Retail, Vappy, Synthflow, Assistable. They all kind of perform well, but we want to choose the best one that performs for our metrics. Retail has the same balance of quality with also ease of use setting up, which is super important. So we're going to go Retail. Vappy is also a good alternative. They basically do the same thing. Once you guys sign in and log into Retail, you'll be prompted with something that looks like this on a blank workspace. So what we want to do is create the workspace for either your clients or yourself. So go ahead and create that workspace. Yours will be blank with all these agents in there. Obviously, we have tested out a couple. And then you're going to go to Create Agent. We're going to go to Voice Agent, and we're going to start the process, right? So for most of you guys, it's either like Conversational Pro, Single Prompt Agent, Multi-Prompt Agent, Custom LLMs. For most of you guys, you'll probably be running a single prompt agent that shows you how to get it set up pretty easily and quickly with that. So we're going to start from blank and go and work our way up. So single prompt agent starting from blank. So the first thing is we need our actual prompt. We need the actual prompt that our AI use. I'll be a nice YouTuber here and give you guys a base example of a prompt down below. Give me 1 second to pull my prompt so you can use this for reference. So what I'm doing right here is I pulled up a base prompt example of one of our AI agents for a client. So you'll see in the main prompt, we have things like the role, the context, the task, the processes, how they book new appointments, critical notes to mention, all the other info collected, important notes to mention, how they collect info, etc. So you want to go through and understand the functionality of this prompt. Our prompt is built out really well because we have done thousands of these phone calls and optimize and tweak the prompts in the AI accordingly. So what I would do for you guys is essentially copy the base prompt. I'll give it to you guys in a Word document linked below this video. And when you copy that prompt, the first thing I would do is go into ChatGPT. So one thing that you can do here is paste the prompt in, and then another big benefit is go enter down and say something like this. This is an example of an AI voice agent retail prompt that I am using to allow our clients to book in appointments via the AI voice agent. So what I want you to do is consider that my niche is X. I want you to consider all the other variables around my niche and customize this prompt towards my niche specifically. Ask me any clarifying questions so we can build out the best base template prompt for my niche. Be sure to include a lot of the critical and important notes mentioned in this base prompt and have a lot of the key structure of the prompt organized. And then click send. You see there, I asked it to customize it to my niche, and then I asked it to also go ahead and pull in and ask me any questions that I need to be answered off of that. So, what exactly is the niche, service scope, industry, role types? Like, go through that really quick, and all you have to do is really do it one time, and then you're good. So what I'll do right after that is say, okay, this built my same prompt. And then what we do is we just take, okay, now we have our master prompt template is dialed into our specific niche. So I just copy that template right here. And then I would go in and paste, like if you have your clients fill out some kind of onboarding form or have a Google Doc or a note or something that has all your clients' information on it, what you can do is copy that prompt, paste it into ChatGPT, and say, hey, redo this prompt, include all of the custom variables relative to my client's information that they submitted on the onboarding form. And then boom, all your client's information is custom tailored to you guys specifically and imported into your base template. And then you can just copy that template, go back into Retail and paste your main template there. That's your main prompt template. Probably the most important part of the agent is the actual prompt. So we're going to go ahead and click save. When we want to prompt welcome message, I always like to say the AI speaks first And then usually what we like to do is, I don't like to have it be a dynamic message. I like to have it say a custom message and say something along the lines of like, hey, this is Ashley with XYZ Clinic. How can I help you? You can do a custom message, and that one's pretty easy. Now that we have our prompt-based template in there, we want to go to the welcome message. Outbound calls, they'll typically answer, say hello, and then the AI talks. But for an inbound call, it's always nice to have them talk first, right? I'm going to go to custom message, and I'm going to say something along the lines of, hi, this is Ashley with Clinic X, whatever your client name is. How can I help you today? Right, so pretty straightforward. That's typically based off of like what your clients would naturally answer the phone with is what you want to put here. Now we're going to go ahead and publish those changes. Let's publish them. And then if we go in here, we can test the first language.
Hi, this is Ashley with Clinic X. How can I help you today?
So good intro spot. Now here I'll give you guys some other feedback as well too in terms of dialing in the actual the voice note. So you can change around the voice and play with a couple different voices. Find the voice that ideally matches what your clients would look like, your clients' employees would look like when they answer the phones. So if it's a medical front desk, you probably want to have somebody 20 to 25 be the ones to answer that phone call. Okay, so we have our prompt, we have the welcome message. Now let's get into this fun stuff right here, which is the functions, right? So functions are a very important point of AI. And this is where we really separate from what people look like that actually do this and actually run this as an agency, right? You see all these automation AI gurus are like, yeah, set up this voice agent. And they show you the prompt, they show you the knowledge bases, but they never show you how to connect it to everything, which is really important because that's what you need to do to be able to make it functional. They're not showing you this because they don't actually do it for their clients. So let's pull up an example of one of these functions, right? So for example, what happens when they end call, creating a go high level contact, getting an appointment tag, rescheduling an appointment, checking availability, canceling appointments. So you'll kind of see what these functions look like when I show you this this base N8N automation over here, which will be fun. We have the base prompt, we have our functionality. I'm going to go over that a little bit more when I talk about the automation on the back end. And then we have our knowledge base. So the knowledge base itself is really easy. There's two ways to kind of hack a knowledge base, right? The first thing to do is if you have a lot of call recordings from your clients already, you can throw all those call recordings into ChatGPT and say, hey, build me a knowledge basis for this client with the most frequently asked questions and objections. That's the easiest way to do it. I'll include like kind of an example knowledge base for you guys down below that you can reference as well for this. We can create the knowledge base in just a few seconds. Speech settings, I like to do background, coffee shop. You can see this is one of our active agents. You can copy some of our settings. A lot of this is basically the default stuff. Real-time transcripts, that's our settings there. Call settings, this is our main base settings there. Post-call analysis, we do a detailed summary that hits a Slack channel or a message, etc. Security and fallback, we don't have too much right there. To webhook settings, we have it connected to our base webhook. That's really important to trigger all those functions above. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. MCPs, you probably don't have to worry about that. So, and now we have our agent working, we have our knowledge base, and we just need to connect it in on the back end to certain functionality components, right? I would also run through, publish it a few times, test the AI, and make sure to break it, like try to break it, try to get it to have certain issues, so you can go back and re-prompt the main base prompt to fix those issues. Like I said, all of this prompt has been so dialed in because we've tested and had a lot of calls run through this and fix them very fast. This is what nobody else is going to show you in this space, right? Because they haven't actually done it. So this is our base N8N automation right here, which allows us to trigger that base webhook every time a call is made. It will filter the webhook and it'll check the function type. So it'll be able to relay to them which functionality, like checking, creating contact, booking appointments, rescheduling appointments, etc., is dialed in. Obviously, I don't have enough time to go through each functionality component of this entire automation, but essentially it can create new contacts using this functionality, it can get available time slots, It can book appointments, it can reschedule appointments, it can cancel appointments, and it can get appointment details, see if the office is open, take a message for the front desk even. All of this is advanced functionality components that we are probably one of the first people in the space to build because we have a really good product and service and delivery on the back end. So this automation, I know it can seem pretty crazy. I can't give this away just in this video, unfortunately. If you guys want to, learn how to steal my AI agency and copy these automations for yourselves, there'll be a link below where you can check out my AI-driven agency community to get all these automations, templates, snapshots, show you how to connect it into call summaries and all your clients' EHR softwares as well. But for the sake of this video, obviously I can't drive too much, but that's a little base on how the NAN works essentially. So from start to finish, all we need is our one base prompt, we need our knowledge basis, we need the functions connected to each other, and then we were able to actually run an AI receptionist within a few hours. Just make sure you publish it, you test it, and then you appropriately make sure that this thing is converting on the back end and actually getting calls booked. One of the biggest things that we do when we run these agents is we have a negative calls channel. So in Slack, every time a negative call, which is under a 5 out of 10 happens, we pop that bad boy into Slack. We can analyze the call recordings. We can have the AI prompt itself to get better at prompting the AI and give adjustments for our main base prompt to fix those issues from ever happening again. So those are other cool benefits, guys. But this is start to finish how to set up an AI receptionist for your clients in just a few minutes. Hopefully this helped get you guys on your journey. If you want to steal my agency entirely, my AI agency delivering hundreds of AI bots like these for clients all across the globe, click the link in the description and I'll see you on the other side. And like I'd say, good luck and Godspeed on putting your first AI voice agent into the marketplace. I'll see you guys on the other side.